Hi, friends. I'm so glad you joined me today. So, today we are going to read the story Far From Home. It is written and illustrated by Sue Pickford. It's about a little boy named Brian. So, I'm going to read and we're going to listen. And while I read, I want you to think about the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I also want you to think about the character Brian and how he feels. Brian liked to be perfect. He never broke the rules. He always did his homework. His shirt was neatly tucked in for school. Brian lived in a tidy house. The house was on a lovely tree-lined street. One day, Brian's mom told him she had a new job. The job was in China. The family would have to move. Brian was shocked. He didn't know where China was, but he knew it was far away. Look at Brian. He is very surprised. Let's think about Brian. Let's think about how Brian feels. Brian was sad to say goodbye to his friends. Here's Brian saying goodbye to his friends. When he arrived in China, things seemed strange. On the first day of school, he got lost. There's Brian, a little mixed up in his new school. I think he's going to meet a new friend. At school, a boy named Teo said hello. Teo said he was the class monitor. He promised to look after Brian. Brian and Teo. At recess, Brian wanted to play basketball. No one was allowed to play. Everyone had to exercise instead. I think Brian has new experiences at his new school. It's nice. At lunchtime, Brian was hungry. He couldn't use the chopsticks properly. So he invented another way. It worked just as well. I like that part. After lunch, Brian had to learn a new sport. It was called Kung Fu. He found it hard. He kept falling over. Check that illustration. The other children helped Brian. He's making friends. Then he started to enjoy it. The last lesson of the day was painting. Brian had never used ink before. He was trying hard, but then he spilled ink over his paper. Teo helped him clean it up. Oh, look at that. Some artwork. Let's find the text. The teacher called Brian to the front of the class. Brian thought he would be scolded. Instead, he was awarded a sticker. His painting said the word friend in Chinese. We'll check that. It's nice. Soon it was time to go home. Brian gave his painting to Teo as a present. He waved goodbye to his new friends. He had enjoyed the first day of his new school. He couldn't wait until tomorrow. And that's the end, friends. So I want you to think about Brian and how he felt in the story, how he felt in the beginning, how he felt in the middle, and how he felt at the end. Because his feelings changed. So I want everyone to think about Brian having to leave his home, and then he had to go to a new country and live with his family and go to a new school, and how he felt. And then he met new friends, and then he started learning in his new school and had a happy ending. And the ending was he could not wait until tomorrow. So this story had a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I want you to think about that this week while you work on your assignments.